Coach Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, share with your friends and family, acquaintances, everybody that's not in attendance today. Today's game is being live streamed on Stephen Decatur High School's YouTube channel. You can find it by going to youtube.com/SDHS Sports, or simply search Stephen Decatur High School or SDHS Sports on YouTube to find it. Lots of great coverage today, live commentary, and lots of views, lots of different angles. So it's a great experience. Check it out. Again, SDHS Sports on YouTube. Before we get started tonight, as you can see, heading out to the center of the field for the coin toss are your captains for tonight's game. And we'll find out the results here in a second.
Baltimore, you're the visitors. This is heads. This is tails. What is your call? He called tails. Heads it is. Washington, you won the toss. Washington's won the toss. Will defer to the second half. You want the ball, correct? Which direction you want to kick? Turn it face this way. Baltimore will receive in the north end zone. Good luck, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin tonight, we'd like to welcome you to today's 2022 Maryland Crab Bowl here at Stephen Decatur High School, Robert G. Knox Field at Lewis H. Taylor Stadium. Again, as we just heard from our head official, we have Team Washington versus Team Baltimore. We welcome everyone to today's game. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept the responsibility as a fan of this contest by showing respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in today's game to achieve and demonstrate their best. Our number one priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concerns to law enforcement or school administration. Please be advised this contest is being streamed live with both audio and video. Conversations on in the stands may be audible on the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, cheering, or commenting on the game. Please familiarize yourself with the location of the nearest exit should an unlikely emergency evacuation be required. Remember, if you see something, say something. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings. Due to some technical difficulties, we do not have a flag tonight, so if you just honorably stand and put your hands on your heart as we play the national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the
thank you very much. And now let's play some football.
And welcome to the 14th annual Crab Bowl held at Stephen Decatur High School this year. We have a chance to see some of the best players from all around the state of Maryland face off in an entertaining Pro Bowl-like game. My name is Adam Garner alongside Coach Gavin Parker for the first quarter. Coach Gavin, why don't you go introduce yourself for a second?
Welcome, everybody. We're out here at Stephen Decatur High School. What you just saw there was the XFL kickoff, which I've talked with Coach Riley from Parkside this morning. Again, is to reduce injury and reduce the amount of kids moving full speed hitting each other.
Yeah, in a game like this, you do not want to see injuries. You just want to see talent on both sides of the ball, which we are going to see today. Team Baltimore gets the ball to start. Team Washington won the coin flip, elected to defer and get the ball in the second half. So here the first place drops back to throw. Pass is caught, but a nice hit.
Yeah, what you're going to see here is, especially with the director of this game, Mr. Kennedy, he is very particular on the defense, making sure that they don't blitz and those types of things.
And already off the start, you hate to see it. You do have a player on the ground. Looks like for Team Washington. Hope everything's okay there.
And he's up.
This will be Darius Foreman from Wycomico High School. He is up good. That's good to see. Walking off on his own power.
A lot of these kids, you might be talking 3-4 weeks. I know they had 3 practices this week, but most of these kids play winter sports, so they might have only been there 1 or 2 times, and they're more like a structured walkthrough than a practice. So for some of these kids, it's the first contact they've gotten in, maybe close to a month.
Yeah. Can definitely do a toll on your body, but good to see Foreman up, and looks to be some on the arm, but looks to be okay. We got a second down and about 10 for Team Baltimore. Man in motion in the backfield. It's a low snap. Looks to be a QB keep. Get about 4-5 yards up the middle, and I'll go to third down.
Yeah, like I said, when you have a short amount of time, kids in and out with their winter sports, sometimes the offensive playbook is a little bit bland. Sometimes you build around certain kids, but you're going to see real simple plays that highlight athletic ability today.
And we're going to be sure to see a lot of that. Some studs on this turf. Got about a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 here for Team Baltimore. Takes a snap in a shotgun. Wants him in motion, gets it. Looks to be a handoff. Bouncing to the outside. He's got nowhere to go, and he is stopped. So Team Washington looking real good on that first stand, a nice little 3 and out.
Well, what you find with these games is it comes a lot down to offensive defensive line, like a lot of games do, but in this particularly, again, because the defense has to sit in a certain defensive trips, really, when you leave them in trips, really puts the defense in a bind because you got to bring the outside linebacker out instead of a safety down and those kinds of things. So it creates a lot of mismatches, but the handoff there on 3rd and 8 was definitely a surprise.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that as well. Was expecting a pass. Defense looked ready for it, though. And
So, yeah, like, again, most of these all-star games, you know, this one, the special teams is not live at the point of contact. We will see, though, some different all-star games will allow a return. But I don't think this one is. You just get the ball where you catch it.
And you're exactly right about it. Get it about the 36, their own territory, and Team Washington, a nice defensive stand, and they get the ball back.
Yeah, so we'll see. This quarterback is a big kid for Team Washington. I think they were talking downstairs. I don't know exactly what FBS school he but yeah, it's the quarterback from Wise. I think he's 6'5". I mean, he's a man out there.
The name is Courtney Davis, and he definitely looks like a stud out there.
We are playing 15-minute quarters today, which is different from all these kids. They've been playing 12 minutes, so it's a big difference.
Do you think as the game goes on, we'll be able to see more chemistry within the players and maybe some bigger plays, you think? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think what most of you find is that, you know, the kids, the coaches will get comfortable with what works. What you see the slant route there, which missed, which was behind the receiver. The kid there from Y High is one of the most electric kids in the state for sure. But again, it goes back to I think all these kids are playing basketball right now, you know, without having that timing every day, all fall camp. Those quick slants, those timing routes really take a little bit more to develop.
Definitely agree. That pass was targeted to Malik Leatherberry, as you said, from Wycomico High School. You have a 2nd down and 10 here for Team Washington.
Coach Taylor over there is making audibles. That's traditionally new for an all-star game. As I was just talking about how complex or how hard it is to keep it simple, he's you know, making some changes on the fly.
We'll see what it leads to. It's a short throw to the right. Again, targeted to Leatherberry. It's about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, right. I think when you talk about a kid like that, they're just trying to get the ball in his hands as quick as possible, let him do most of the work.
Yeah, you see it a lot in every level of football. Try and get the ball to your playmakers, see what they can do after the catch. Gets about 4 there, leads to another 3rd down. This time for Team Washington.
I don't think we're going to see a run here from this team, though. Not with that quarterback.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's going to be a throw.
But you talk about timing again. You know, when you build those things in camp, you have all these plays for 3rd and 7 and things you've been working on. You probably didn't get a chance to go through scenarios this week, so they're just going cold.
Definitely going to have to make some adjustments throughout the game. He does drop back to pass. Throws it, pass is caught. A nice tackle, but
falls forward. He was down.
Looks to get that 1st down, and he was down before the ball got free. Catch is made by Austin Palmer. Went to Bishop McNamara High School. Nice catch there.
For sure. That was a good route, good catch. Came back to the ball.
It's always big to try and dive forward after that after the tackle and try and get some extra yardage.
Well, the awareness was there. I mean, he knew he needed 8, so he got 9. The fumble at the end probably wasn't part of the plan, but he was clearly down.
A nice play there, and it leads to the first down between either team as they approach midfield.
This is the first time I think we've had this jokers or this pistol look here with 2 running backs in the backfield.
I believe that's also Casey Heath in the backfield. Ken Island running back as they give it to him, and he is stuffed at the line.
Yeah, again, it comes back to the defensive line, and they're actually doing something a little bit different on defense. Like I said, I know, years ago we weren't allowed to do much on defense, but it looks like they rolled up in a possible under front, brought the outside linebacker off the other side. Most of the time you see these inside linebackers have to be at 4.5 yards. These guys seem to be creeping up to 2 or 3.
Yeah. Definitely bringing the pressure. Casey Heath had a monster season for Ken Island, was the Bayside MVP. He was excellent for Ken Island as they fell short in the state championship to Milford Mill, but nonetheless an excellent season for both the team and Heath himself. We see about a 2nd and 10 here for Team Washington. In the shotgun formation, we got a whistle and a flag. Looks to be
That's going to happen, sometimes. You got to get everybody straight. It takes a little bit longer to explain everything. you know, and then Coach Taylor's going to have to figure that out a little bit. Can't get too complicated and get a 5-yard penalty every time. But that is one of the challenges of being the offense coordinator in an all-star game.
Definitely, I'm surprised he was calling audibles this early, but
yeah,
definitely a competitor.
And sometimes, you know, you get a quarterback like that, you want to try to highlight all the things he can do instead of just letting him play. And
trying to showcase everything. It's just a quick throw to the right. Leatherberry again, just trying to give him the ball and see what he can do, making a lot of people miss, but can't really get much yardage there.
He ran about 30 yards to lose 1 yard. But he is slippery, though.
Yes, very elusive, trying to make something out of nothing. Team Baltimore making sure he can't break free.
3rd and 16, I'm not sure there's many plays in the playbook that just say other than 4 go routes.
Yeah.
just throw it up.
Send them deep.
Just send them deep. You got a kid who could probably throw the ball 65 yards. Just let them drop back and let it rip.
See what they can do.
Hey, players, not plays. Players.
We'll see what they can do here. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Snap does drop back to pass. Sees a lot of pressure. Moving up in the pocket. Avoiding everyone. Scrambling out, but a big hit at midfield. So he gets hit out of bounds.
Well, it's an 8-yard game, but unfortunately there's still going to be, 4th and 7.
And that delay of game penalty coming back to bite them a little bit.
But I guess the director, Mr. Kennedy, is allowing them to blitz this year because they blitz both inside linebackers on that play.
They send everything.
Yeah, years ago when me and Coach Riley used to coach in this thing, he'd stand there with a flag if we had too many people in the box, and he'd throw it and he wanted to see big plays.
Nice job stepping them in the pocket there by Courtney Davis, but couldn't get all the yardage back. It was, again, a long way to go. We'll have a punt here for Team Washington, and Team Baltimore get the ball back, so both defenses looking good early. Again, as you noted earlier, we'll probably see more big plays and more chemistry as the game goes on. A lot of players are new to each other. As the punt's now on the 10-yard line. It's a nice punt.
Yeah, punt's more of a weapon in this game because there's no returns. So,
yeah.
Having a good punter really makes a difference. And this is where you see, what are they going to do? Normally, you put those first guys out there. Is Team Baltimore going to rotate guys earlier? They're going to try to give guys, a quarter of time, because you want to play your best guys. You want to sit there and win the game at the same time. You want to make sure all these kids who have the privilege of making the team get to compete at some point during the day.
And what do you think the better way of doing that is? Do you think rotating players throughout, different possessions, or going quarter by quarter is the better way?
Yeah, I think it depends on the team size. I think I feel like Team Baltimore is a little bit bigger than Team Washington numbers-wise, so you kind of got to know, how that is. And sometimes you've got coaches who have sets of plays for certain kids. Like, hey, I'm going to teach these kids these 5 plays and these kids these 5 plays. And so that way, you kind of go by there. So there's a lot of different – I've seen it done a lot of different ways.
Definitely a lot of ways to go. Washington did a run there. Got about 2 yards. Looks to be about a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Deep in their own territory after that nice punt. Drops back to throw. Can't get much after the catch, but the catch is made.
It might have got a yard, if that. It's going to be a 3rd and 3, I think 3rd and 4. That was a great catch, but it was in traffic. There was a lot of black jerseys around that ball.
And it'll be a 3rd and 3 for Team Baltimore.
I think Team Washington has rotated defensive guys, so that seems to be their approach they're taking.
We'll see what they can do on the 3rd down.
But their linebackers are at the 4-yard mark. It seems like Team Baltimore is playing by a different set of defensive restrictions.
So the gain of 4 does allow for a 1st down for Team Baltimore. So that's their first down of the afternoon. See, as they are still pinned back in their own 21-yard line. Three wide receivers to the right. Does look to throw. Quick throw, but can't find his target. Targeted Trey Goodridge from Mount St. Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get here, though. I mean, these kids have earned the right to be here. A lot of these kids can tackle in space, and that's the big difference. So, you know, something that during the regular season, right, you might get it to your best kid or the kid who made this team, right? He might be able to make the first guy miss, second guy miss, make a big play. You know, traditionally these defenders they don't miss in space. That's why they're here.
Every single one of these players on both rosters definitely very deserving of being able to showcase their talents in this Crab Bowl. It's been a lot of defense early, a nice run up the middle, but again, just stuff near the line of scrimmage. Not much running room at all.
No.
That was the running back, Andrew Pepperone from Mount Hebron. And it's a gain of 1, which will lead to another third down. You think they'll run it again, or?
I mean, they surprised us last time on that 3rd and 8 running the ball. I think they saw that they can make an 8-yard gain with that big receiver, but they don't have him out there right now. They seem to have more of a speed guy up there and Trips up top. But again, Trips is such a problem in this because you got to keep certain safety, certain wear, and
we'll see here. He does drop back
pressure.
the pass. Screws out of the pocket, throws it deep. A lot of contact, but the pass is picked off.
Wow. Great ball. Great way to play the ball in the air.
Great play, and Team Washington will get it back.
It was 25. A little discrepancy in the rosters we got, and that's fine, though. No problem.
Was intercepted by a Potomac High School player. It was a great play, one-on-one downfield, and he won that one.
It was a good shot, though. I mean, you think about it, he either connects it or they're going to punt the ball to this distance anyway. So it was a good risk to take, certainly.
It's a great way to look at it. You have a run to the right, but a flag is thrown on this play.
I didn't see. What these guys got? Defense, something on defense again. Oh, they finally getting them for what we just talked about? I mean, is that these Team Washington coaches are trying to complain?
It was an illegal formation, and maybe you're right with the linebackers.
Is Coach Banna coaching the defense for Team Baltimore? And, them Salisbury grads, Coach Banna's over there coaching the defense. Okay. So they did. So what Coach Banna's doing is what I said earlier. He's rolling this outside linebacker 53 up. As much as I love Coach Banna, we played together at Salisbury. He's one to stretch the rules a little bit, as all good coaches do. So, now he's going to need the explanation. So, I mean, this is normally when me and Coach Raleigh were involved with coaching it. I mean, we used to get talked to by the director. He used to be out there with a flag. So, see, look, now they're out there talking. The rules seem simple to me. I don't know.
So that conversation, do you think it's trying to get an explanation on what happened?
Yeah, so they're talking about this outside linebacker who's rolled up on the line of scrimmage over there. But then they have their defensive end standing up. So I'm sure there's a discrepancy there on who's responsible for what. Now, you can have your defensive end stand up, but.
Quick pass to Austin Palmer was caught.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is the defensive ends can stand up, and maybe they're arguing that he was standing up on the line of scrimmage. But, again, what they do to try to make it fair, because defense could take over this game with complexity, is make sure that the linebackers are supposed to be, I believe, 3.5, 4 yards. They can't blitz. They got to be within the box. Yeah, I mean, they've blitzed every play. Now they're reading the running back, but still, that was a little bit better. But
Hand off to Casey Heath. Gets maybe a yard. And we'll see Team Washington near midfield with about a 2nd and 8. And do you think throughout this game it'll be more of a defensive game, or do you think it'll turn into maybe a shootout, or what do we think?
You know, listen, I mean, I've seen it go a lot of different ways. Normally not as much scoring as you think it would be with the amount of talent, like I said, because these defenders are here for a reason, because they can take these normally that are 50-yard plays and keep them to a 12-yard play and make the offense really grind it out. And traditionally what you see is the team with the best offensive defensive line normally wins this game.
They handed it off again to Casey Heath. Got about 4 yards, which will lead us to about 3rd and 4.
But again, you know, go back to the added 3 minutes every quarter to take you to the college time. You know, right now we would have already ended the first quarter. It's actually a 5th quarter if you look at high school time. So, you know, it adds up.
Definitely does play a toll. Under 3 minutes to go, as you said, in the first quarter. This Team Washington has a 3rd down at midfield. See what they draw up here, but we got some movement on the line.
Yeah, the right guard jumped off sides.
Going to push him back 5 yards and make it about a 3rd and 8.
It's tough, though, again, you know. Goes back to these kids have only practiced a few times and normally just a structured walkthrough. You know, hearing somebody clap, hearing a quarterback's voice, those kinds of things.
And again, I'll pose this question to you again. Do you think we get a throw here, or what do we think?
You got to think so. I mean, you got to think so. I think number 5 from Bishop McNamara, he's shown that he can go up and get the ball. It's Austin Palmer. I mean, he's the guy. He's been the go-to guy. Now you got quick feet up top, but we'll see.
He's got 3rd and 8. Does look to pass. Looks Palmer's way.
Look like he a little
scrambles out of the pocket with a big hit.
Good tackle. Good tackle.
Huge hit. Team Baltimore. Kyren Butts from Green Street Academy with that nice play out near the sideline. And again, Team Washington will have to punt.
It looked like Coach Bana and Team Washington had the same thought we did. You know, they were going to go to number 5 on the – I think it was almost like a triple move. He did like a hitch at 5, then he tried to do another come back at 12, and then he tried to scramble. So –
and he was looking his way pretty much the entire play.
Yeah, I don't think he looked right at all. The one guy they haven't used much is that up back that they've used in most of their formations. They haven't been able to sneak him out into the flat yet.
Of course, as the game goes along, we'll probably see more and more players contribute to both sides of the ball, as we'll see the punt here. Some nice hang time on it. It's caught at about the 26, 25-yard line.
It's a great special teams today.
And again, another nice punt there. Team Washington, and we'll have Team Baltimore back out on the field on their own 21 and see what they can do here. With just under a minute to play, it's still tied at 0 apiece. I'd like to note the Crab Bowl was held at Cape Henlopen High School last year. Stephen Decatur, the hosts. They have 3 players on their roster here representing their home school. We come back in the shotgun. A new quarterback out there. We have a handoff up the middle and some breathing room.
Yeah, that's what's going to take for a big play today is just somebody being misaligned. So if you saw that defensive tackle shot that gap and he got all the way at the field 5-6 yards, which then left a big old hole. But even – you know, that kid's a phenomenal running back, but even him with a big hole with the speed on defense only got 4 yards. But traditionally you'd think in a regular season game he might have taken that 15, 20 maybe to the house.
It's crazy to see how much of an impact, you know, these defensive players have, as all of them are deserving to be out in that field. We have a 2nd and 6, just 20 seconds ago. Looks to pass. Pass is caught. Seeing if he can maybe just get back to the line of scrimmage, it looks to be.
He got a few yards there. I can't tell. He might have been able to tiptoe up the sideline, just get a few.
So we'll let this first quarter clock run out.
I'm going to tag in Coach Brendan Riley. So thank you
Sounds
for your
good.
time
I really
today.
appreciate your time, and thank you for hopping on with us.
Yes, sir.
We head into the second quarter. I'm now welcomed with Coach Brendan Riley, the head coach for Parkside, I think. And I appreciate you for coming on here, Coach.
Not a problem, man.
So we start this second quarter with Team Baltimore with the ball. Takes a snap. It's a handoff left. Bouncing the outside. Some great speed shown there. So I was talking to Coach Parker earlier. He says, it takes time throughout the game to try and build that chemistry and develop some bigger plays down the field. And do you think the same, that like as the game goes on, we'll see more and more plays develop? And
typically when you're watching them, kind of go through the first quarter, they're feeling themselves out. Where is it that they're going to have some bubbles, and where are some things going to open up for them, and then guys start getting a little comfortable as they get longer into the game. But you see, he got on that outside and was able to get after it a little bit.
It's good enough for a first down, as taking the snap, thrown 38, and then drops past the throw. It's a low throw and incomplete.
Yeah, but you could see, man, they turned around and go to the boundary right there, then came back to the wide side of the field. Guys got off a little bit. First down, pass. Let's see what happens there.
Pass was targeted at Ethan Pridgeon from Patterson Mill High School. As, again, the pass was incomplete, so it'll lead to a 2nd and 10.
Really looking for the defensive line to get a rush here. See what happens with that Washington defensive line. Got a big guy there, number 74 out of Archbishop Carroll, and Mr. Smith out of Kent Island, who definitely had a game last week in the Eastern Shore Bowl. So excited to see what these guys can do.
The second down is snapped. He looks past the pass. It is caught, but a big hit out of bounds, and maybe he'll get a yard or two. What a play.
Yeah, Mr. Garcia bringing the thunder.
Pass was caught by Aiden Dixon from Falston, but it's a 3-yard gain. So.
Oh, nice. Number 1, he was their quarterback. Falston's quarterback was number 1. I believe that's that kid. I could see that. He's really explosive with the ball in the hand. So I could see them trying to get that ball to him as much as they could.
Yeah, it's really all about just trying to get the ball in different athletes' hands and seeing what they can do afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single one of them had the ability to break free.
Yeah, that's why they're all-stars.
So we'll have a 3rd and 7 at their own 41. And it looks like they'll hand it off, but
there it is.
Excellent play.
There's 74.
74, Alex Willis. Or pardon me, no. Chris Boyd from Archbishop Carroll for Team Washington, wrapping up right at the line of scrimmage and, again, forcing another punt. So it's an all-defense early. Again, limiting these plays that would be a lot more extended in regular season games. As Coach Gavin Parker analyzed on that earlier, they're minimizing it to just a few yard gains, and it's impressive to see how much of an impact they have.
Yeah, the defenses are able to do a little bit, when they're playing as fast as they are. These kids are all running to the football really, really well right now. So it's, when they're playing the All-Star game, all of a sudden everyone's speed is where it is. You're like, oh, buddy.
definitely an equal playing field. The snap is muffed a little.
That's a good thing right there for Team Washington.
Team Washington catches a little bit of a break. That punt drops out of bounds at about the 36, 35-yard line. So they'll have it in decent field position.
All right, let's see if they can get vertical here. Got some new guys in on defense for Baltimore.
See, Team Baltimore has definitely brought the pressure on defense, blitzing a lot.
Absolutely. Well, they're reading fast.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's what they'll tell us, right? Coach Band is over there saying, read fast, man, read fast. Well, look, QB keep. Get outside. He's still on his feet.
Does bounce the outside, but doesn't get much out of that. That's Sean Johnson from C.H. Flowers High School. Team Washington tried to bounce the outside, but again, the defense just really quick to get out there.
Yeah, and he's a different style quarterback. So, maybe that's more his design. I don't know much about those guys.
Maybe try and change up the look for this defense. But again, on a play like that, do you think that's, a larger gain in a regular season game?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. But look,
it's a nice handoff.
All of a sudden, 26 still on his feet, running that rock.
Looks to be Elijah Solomon from Mount Vernon Prep. A nice run to get him near midfield. That'll move the chains and get a first down.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Offensive line really did well. He stuck his foot in the ground, got north.
Elijah Solomon from Mount Vernon Prep on the run there.
And they're being smart with the progression, I think Coach Taylor's doing a good job here. Run the football inside, get in down, let the clock run a little bit, put themselves in a position, get across the 50. We haven't really seen that yet from either team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. New set of downs and empty backfield. They'll drop back to throw. It's a short pass to Leatherberry, who can do a lot with the ball after he catches it.
A little misdirection, a little underneath screen there.
Nice little play design there. It's a decent game for Leatherberry as he gets about 5 yards and does go into Team Baltimore's territory. So see if they can keep this offensive possession going and maybe come away with some points here. We'd like to thank Coach Jacob Coleman for working the camera out in the field. He is the head coach for Stephen Decatur High School, and he is definitely loving what he's doing on the camera. But
quick read right there.
It's an excellent tackle made. It's that handoff.
That's Nate Farrow from Bel Air, ringing it.
And minimizing the gain, so we'll have another third down.
Yeah, picked up one right there. They're across the 50. This might be two-down territory. I mean, it is an all-star. We'll see what happens.
I was going to say, this might be two-down territory.
Right.
See if you can do here. Now, if it is two-down territory, would you consider trying to run and maybe get 2 or 3 yards and make it a more manageable fourth down? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you definitely got speed with Leatherberry out there in the slot. He's breaking on it.
To look Leatherberry's way, they want a flag, but
the
flag is thrown.
Yeah, I can see it.
And he was getting held on the pass there, so should be a defensive holding. It's a nice play for Team Washington, so they'll continue their offense.
There you go. Move the chains. However it happens, man. You get on this side, now all of a sudden changes the look a little bit for the defense.
See what they can do here with the new set of chains. First down, about the 37-yard line.
They're missing somebody. Washington's missing somebody. He's coming in late.
As they bring him out there.
All right, it's a run.
Do run it, and again, the defense just all over it.
That's 55 again, man. He's reading quick and playing fast.
It's impressive. That's Nate Farrow from Bel Air all over that run.
Yeah, he's excited. He's jumping up and down, ready to rock.
Lots of energy coming from him, and again, we see the defense just pouncing on the play and not letting any breathing room for any of these running backs or any room after space. So excellent play there, and it'll be no gain. It'll lead to another 2nd down and 10 here.
I've been trying to look up where some of these guys have gotten offered to. I'm thinking 55 is pretty dang good.
Sure, a lot of them are getting a lot of looks, and all of them very deserved to be representing their high schools in this game. You see a 2nd and 10. He's got minimal space.
Yeah, he was on him quick.
That pass to the right is incomplete. Again, the defense just so quick.
I just got a text message from Coach Ward from Calvert Hall. He said, blitzing is allowed this year. Both teams said no rules, just no live specials. Just an FYI. I hear you, Coach Ward. I got you, bro. Team Washington is the one that pushed forward. Okay. All right. We'll see. Of course they did. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, he's reading fast. I know you're listening.
I was going to say reading fast.
Hey, man, he's reading fast either which way. He's a player. It looks like they took a timeout.
We'll have a timeout called here on Team Washington. It's their first timeout of the half, and we'll be back in a minute. And we are back here, a 3rd down for Team Washington in Team Baltimore's 37-yard line. As we'll see a pass. Or no, a QB keep.
Nice draw. Nice job. Get out there.
What a
3
play.
still in it. Nice.
Won't quite get him first down, but again, explosiveness shown. And this should set up a 4th down that's, I mean, you think it's 2-down territory? You think they go for it here? And
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Unless I mean, it just depends on what their kicker looks like. I don't know. Yeah, and there's no rush on it. This is, take the points that you can get. There's no rush. Set it up. Get yourself on there first. Put the little pressure on Team Baltimore in order to do it.
Kicker for Team Washington today is Ryan Capriotti from Good Counsel High School. This will be about a 47-yard field goal. Again, no rush, so it's going to be a clear kick, but it's not an easy one.
Coach Coleman's getting in there real close. Look at this. Look at this kick. Boom. Oh, no.
The kick is up.
Oh, and he made it.
Hits the bottom crossbar and goes in.
By the bottom of the crossbar.
Capriotti gets the first points for either team as Team Washington takes a 3-0 lead.
Look at that.
All smiles for Team Washington. Nice kick there.
Oh, we got some dancing going on. I don't know what the dances are these days. Is it a gritty? Is it a, I'm not sure. Did they do a flip?
You definitely got some moves. Let's
some.
be real.
Yeah, that's true. Just a little bit.
Would like to note you got some excellent shoes on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The shoe game is real. Yes.
Some bright neon greens
That's
for those
right.
at home.
That's right. Peep them out. My daughter picked them out. Y'all need a pair.
Can't go wrong
I'll
with
hook you
them.
up. No, man. Got to have the shoe game. I know you're a big shoe guy, sneakerhead, huh? I hear you.
Not a huge sneakerhead, but I definitely appreciate others that are wearing the great kicks. So
Fantastic. That's the way to do it, man.
I was very impressed by yours. But, again, Team Washington taking a 3-0 lead.
I'm trying to see if Coach Ward, who's listening, has got any cool kicks on. He's probably.
You think he would, or?
I don't know, man. Sometimes he's probably gonna text me and tell me that he's wearing like Jordan 3s or something.
No,
yeah,
no way.
He'd be doing it. At least he's not got dudes on, right?
That's true.
I'll be the first. I'll be the guy. I'll hate on the dudes.
You'll be the first to hate on them.
Not the
Not
first.
a fan?
Whatever. I don't care. I'm just messing at this point. All right.
Kickoff from the 40, and they'll just let it bounce. So it'll be a touchback,
There
and
you go.
Team Baltimore gets it back, looking to get some life on the offense. It's been an impressive display of the defense.
Yeah, I mean, the guys, again, I think defense in these games is set up in order to be successful, especially when you got the athletes that you got out on the field, man. They're going to run and play. They've been playing all year. And sure, it's a couple weeks after the season, but these guys all have a desire to go play college football right now. So they should be ready to rock.
And definitely all motivated. Let's take a look back at this replay with excellent view of the kick. As you might not be able to see, but it hit the bottom crossbar and bounced right in. Got the crowd into it, and a nice start for Capriotti, the kicker for Team Washington.
Oh, can't do that.
Got a flag on Team Baltimore. That'll push it back 5 yards. Do you think that's what they're saying out on the sideline?
Absolutely, definitely. In that voice.
Are you very expressive when you're on the sideline?
Oh, extremely. Got to be. Yeah, you got to be animated, man. I learned it from all of our Salisbury coach. Coach Wood was very animated.
Run to the outside and
Ooh.
see some separation. Ooh. Nice run.
I don't know who that is. Okay. That's our boy, the linebacker. That's number 55, wow. Man. Nate Furlow out of Bel Air, bringing the thunder.
He's doing just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, man. He's all over the place right now. Trying to show. He's showing somebody he wants to play.
So after the gain of 9 and the penalty, it'll add up to be about a 2nd and 7. Here at their own 33, it's a handoff to the left.
Oh, there it is. Oh, running behind his guys.
Gets to the second level and diving forward, so getting some extra yardage after contact.
Out of Joppatown High School, they've been known to have a good stable of running backs before.
You saw it there, Steven Robinson, again following his blockers and getting a nice gain to move the chains and set up a first down. Looks to be at their own 35, so moving the ball here.
Absolutely. Yeah, Baltimore's got a big offensive line.
Again, like Coach Parker said earlier, it really does come down to that defensive and offensive line at times, and trying their best to block here again, but doesn't get much there.
No, not much. They were ready for that side. They had 3 runs in a row right there. I think I'm going to expect a pass here, 2nd and 9,
Definitely would expect a pass as well after those 3 straight runs.
Right.
See if you can, would you look short and try and make it a manageable 3rd down, or you just kind of read the play and see what kind of comes at you?
Well, they went deep earlier. They threw that one interception, which turned into basically a punt for them. I don't know. Maybe move the chain, see what you can get. You got what looks like a trips to the near side over there. Right,
he does look right.
Back.
Steps into the pocket.
Pressure.
Throws.
There it is.
And it's caught at the 50. Nice play.
That's a nice leveling over there. They went deep with the number 1 and number 2 and ran a 15-yard out. So they just leveled that corner.
Put them in a tough spot, and it's good enough for another first down. Near midfield at the 50-yard line with 5 minutes to go in this first half.
And the clock's running, man. It's moving. You don't realize it, when you got a 15-minute game, the kids, that extra 3 minutes each quarter does wear on them a little bit. So they're out there for a while. It's good to see Team Baltimore able to pick up a first down here. They're at midfield.
And those extra 3 minutes definitely do add up. It's a toss to the left. Looking where to go and gets maybe a yard. Again, Team Washington all over it. And like you said, with those 3-minute quarters, if you think about it, it eventually adds up to be a 5th quarter.
Yeah.
So it definitely does play a toll.
Absolutely.
As we'll see it here late in the game and see how it plays. All these guys are premier athletes. All of them are great. It'll
I like the running back's old school pads right there, man. He's got the neck protector on. Looks like he would be in the program right now, man.
Now, I might be wrong here, but did Walter Payton, did he rock those?
I think he might have.
It looks really similar. I mean,
21 inside.
digging it now.
Had me fooled for a second.
That short pass to the left is incomplete. Targeting Trey Goodridge from Mount St. Joseph High School. So it'll set up a 3rd and 9. See if they go to move the chains or maybe try and set up a more manageable 4th down and see what you can do here. You definitely want to try and come away with some points before the half. And
Definitely want to try and get something on here right now.
Level this game up and go into the second half even, or maybe even with the lead. So we'll see what they draw up here.
And they're in the same formation that they were in the second and longer. They had a leveling.
They do drop back to pass.
Same thing. Came right back to it, but this time
pressure coming, and he is sacked.
They came back to it. He was open. The same kid was open again, but defensive line stepped up, made the play.
Jordan Camara with the sack, a big play, and Team Washington will likely get this ball back with a chance to maybe extend their lead or nonetheless maybe hopefully go into the second half with the lead. That would be the goal, and it's the goal for every team.
Did you catch what that penalty was? I didn't catch it.
Looks to be a holding, yeah.
Okay.
So again, Washington will get this punt where it is caught.
Get off the field, 7. Run. Run. Good job.
Here's the punt, and it's going to bounce. And
Catch it. That's why you got to catch the ball in the air in this game.
it'll be dropped right at the 20. So a little friendly bounce for Team Baltimore. So about 3 minutes to go in this second quarter. Team Washington has a chance to extend their lead from 3-0. It's been a defensive showcase so far, but we've seen some excellent offensive plays as well, showcasing talent, even on special teams as well with the long field goal. So it's definitely been full of talent so far. And I'll kind of ask a more broader question. You know, how have you enjoyed, being a high school football coach? Like, I'm sure you love the sport. Obviously, you have to. But I mean, how have you enjoyed being a coach? Like,
It's tremendously awesome, man. There's a lot that goes with it. Getting a chance to see kids go on and play college ball and just have the opportunity to be successful young men, man.
it's a quarterback keep, and it's
That's
scrambling.
A smart move. He was about to get leveled right there. He stepped up into the pocket, did a nice job. But yeah, going back to your point, it's there's a lot that goes with it, but wouldn't trade any of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
So he was a quarterback keeper by Sean Johnson from C.H. Flowers High School. It's a nice gain as the clock will keep running here. I'm sure we'll see some aggressiveness from Team Washington try and extend that lead for more than 3. So it's 2nd and 2 at their own 29. Hand off to the right, but defense all over it.
Flowing and rolling. We got whistles, though, on the play. Something is there.
Baltimore will take their timeout, obviously, trying to get that ball back and maybe see if they can get another shot at it before the half.
Yeah. I mean, smart timeout. Good use of clock management right here. They get a chance. Stop this 3rd and 4. Force them to be in a punt. Maybe take over the ball at the 35, 40, depending upon how the kick goes off. So, yeah, good, smart decision on Team Baltimore's part.
Again, like I said, you want to try and go into the half of your Team Baltimore with at least trying to even this game up and see if you can bring some momentum going into that second half. But here, if you're Team Washington, it's 3rd and 4, so obviously very manageable. But with with the clock, would you try and see if you run it and kill some more clock, make them use a timeout, or
Nah, I mean,
throw,
right here,
or
you got to get a first down.
Yeah.
You know, you want to try to get yourself in a situation because you're thinking the same thing they are. You know, they're trying to get points. Yeah, they've still got 2 timeouts. They have the ability to kind of get vertical. They're starting to put some success together running the football. So if you're Team Washington, you got to move the football, get a first down here.
A big third down coming, 3rd and 4, their own 27.
And we get a
some
false
movement.
start. No, false start. It looks like defense.
No,
Now they're calling it on Team Washington.
it's a-
Snap infraction.
it's gonna be a snap infraction. I believe that's when you move the ball before you snap it. Interesting call there, but nonetheless, pushes them back a little bit. So might have to change that playbook up a little. And again, it's gonna be another 3rd down, Team Washington, and it's gonna be a big one. See if you can try and move the chains and keep the clock running, and see if you can get more points with it. Again, 3rd down penalties are never good.
Yeah,
for
never
the
a good thing
offense.
to go backwards. I mean, unless you know how to moonwalk.
You know how to moonwalk, or
There was a time.
not anymore?
Nah, I'll try it.
Even with those shoes
I
on?
mean, well, maybe occasionally.
Occasionally. Drops back to throw.
It's a good
Scrambles
decision.
out
Break
right.
it off. Break it off. There it is.
Trying to get his wide receiver to come back and just misses him.
He had the right idea. I got to punt it here, but 5 was taken off the top. Quarterback rolled out. He's trying to communicate to him, but that's part of the problem that you end up with when you got guys that haven't played together. Or, they'll come back to it.
You're definitely right. Had the right idea there. Just couldn't quite get it done. And we'll see a punt here for Team Washington. So Team Baltimore, I'm sure, excited. They will get another chance at getting some points there and see where this punt goes. And again, for Team Washington, it's Capriotti, who is also the kicker. Nailed a 47-yard field goal to have the only points of the half so far. So we'll see where this punt can go. He's had a few good punts already, so this one.
Well, and the advantage with them not rushing, he could step up a couple more. So he's taking over right at the 42. That's a good situation for Team Baltimore.
Definitely going into good field positioning here with 2:05 to go in this second quarter. Team Baltimore with the ball. Team Washington with the ball with 2:05 to go. Dropping pass, back to pass, and I think that's miscommunication or maybe just a missed throw or
I think defensive line pressure.
that as well.
Yeah,
Can't exclude that.
Yeah, I think their defensive line pinned it back, and I think he had to step up. But like you said, you get a little bit of miscommunication, sense of urgency. You got 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. They're going to try and get a first down here. And if they get a first down and they're still in, they'll call the timeout.
Yeah, definitely expect to see some aggression here for Team Baltimore as it's a
Nice
quick
snap.
throw, but can't quite
Good
corral it. And
That's a good job by 7 coming up and disrupting that. And the bow. And the bow.
noticed that as soon as you did too.
Yes. Very good.
So we'll see now with Team Baltimore with 3rd and 10, maybe kind of a situation where maybe Team Washington get the ball back. So a little back and forth action here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot can happen in 2 minutes.
I was going to say, the
We'll
last
see
2
what
minutes of a football game or even a football quarter or a football half, can take a while. That comes from watching the NFL as well. So,
Oh,
so we have some movement,
here.
so it's going to push him back even more. It's going to make it about 3rd and 15. And, I mean, Coach Parker said it earlier. There was a situation where he said just send everyone deep. Is this one of them? Or
yeah, I mean, right now you're 3rd and 15.
You see, that's kind of what
Defensive line,
happens.
he's getting pressured. He's with him.
Throws it
Corner's
deep.
there.
Nice catch.
Yeah, buddy.
Crowd inbounds. What a play.
And he's out of bounds here, so that means They don't need to burn a timeout.
That is Zach Ayers from Perryville High School. What a play.
Oh, Coach Sandora is going to be excited. Coach Ward, look, Coach Sandora is on the other sideline backpedaling right now.
What a catch. Made at the 37-yard line.
On Team Baltimore going empty.
Going
Oh, my
huge
goodness.
Hit.
You better stop doing that. That guy right there likes to hit people.
What a hit.
We've seen that all year in the Bayside, man. Darius Foreman bringing the wood.
Darius Foreman from Comico High School. Bringing the heat on that one.
Yeah, buddy.
And he is excited about it.
Oh, yeah. That kid's a football player.
As he should be. So making a 2nd and 10 at their 27. And this is the deepest they've been in Team Washington territory, so they're definitely in a good position after that nice throw and that catch from Zach Ayers. So can set them up for some points here, definitely.
They're going empty again.
So obviously they want 6, and they want to go into that half with the lead.
And
Again, we got movement. It's probably be another false start.
Where's the you can't do that? You can't do that.
Heard it a lot in the student section here.
Absolutely.
Definitely had their fun.
There's, I think the chance of high school sports are great, man.
I was gonna say, as a coach, do you enjoy them? You know, obviously when they're on your side of the.
Man, yeah, man. It's just the purity of the game. It's good stuff.
It's exciting. It's definitely a great part of high school football. So we'll see a 2nd and 15 in Washington's 32-yard line. Empty set again. Drops back to pass.
He's got someone
over the middle.
Gosh.
Missed chance for Team Washington to get that ball back.
He was so excited. You got to catch that football before you run, kid. That's all right, man. He broke on the ball. Great read. Stayed disciplined. And, I mean, again, defensive backs, they don't want to get completions on them, so that's a good thing.
We'll have a timeout here for Team Baltimore. It's their 2nd of the half before a 3rd and 15 at their own 32. Right now it would be about a 49-yard field goal, which is easier said than done, let's just say. But see what they draw up here. Definitely, regardless, you want to try and get some yards, either if it's trying to move the chains or make it a more manageable field goal.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see here. You a big NFL fan or college football? Or
I'm more of a college guy.
What's your team? What's your college?
I really enjoy watching Wisconsin. I'm a big Wisconsin guy. I like them, man. Power football. But I had a chance last week to go to the Army-Navy game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
It was amazing.
Great game.
Amazing.
Great game.
First time I've ever been to one of those.
What was the atmosphere like? Just amazing.
Absolutely. America wins that night, man.
Yeah,
it's a great night.
It's a great way to put it. And the atmosphere as college football is even better, I would say. And it's just a great game. And
definitely.
Gotta love football. So here we go. 3rd and 15. Some motion.
QB Reed. Yes, nice job.
QB does keep it. Breaking some tackles and
that's a big guy.
Getting a nice gain.
Number 18, Marcus Hines out of Loyola.
From Loyola Blakefield.
It's a nice gain there. So
still
see what they do.
Now, Washington.
So now Team Washington will take the timeout so they can get the ball back. Some more time.
I call that the Bobby Boucher song because he says "Mama said." He says "Mama said" like 17 times in it, and I'm like, Bobby Boucher said that in Waterboy. He did a really good job with that.
See, we got about a 41-yard field goal. Coach Coleman, beautiful angle of it.
He's on a knee, and it's looking like
The kick is up,
and it's wide right.
and it's going to be wide right.
Yes, no good.
Team Washington.
With a minute 15 and 1 timeout. There you go.
See what they can do here with minimal time, but nonetheless, they're in a good position to go into the half with the lead. So definitely excited about that.
Let's see what kind of magic they got. And then come back to that little screen. Maybe get run that vertical, see if they can get down the field.
I mean, with all this talent on the offense, you definitely have a chance to break free at any given moment. So can't count it out no matter how much time they have. So
yeah. Let's see what we got here.
We'll see what they do here. But Sean Johnson still at quarterback.
Yeah, it looks like.
And we'll see.
I guess they got the whole second quarter.
He drops back to throw.
Uh-oh.
Pocket collapses, and
he's still up.
He stays up.
Nice.
And it's
okay.
thrown to Leatherberry, so regardless, makes something out of nothing. I mean, excellent play there. Looked like he went down for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great balance by that kid. Tremendous job. I mean, they pick up 2, but still great display of athleticism.
Again, we saw from Malik Leatherberry early in the game where he caught a pass and ran about like 20 yards just to lose one. So sometimes you see it. You try and make something out of nothing, and just even get back to the line of scrimmage can be a win at times.
Absolutely.
So it's a nice play there by Sean Johnson, and we'll see here a 2nd and 8 with 1:07 to go here in this first half. The snap, he keeps it, throws, can't quite connect with Leatherberry, who is targeted again. So it'll make it a 3rd and 8. And again, we're in a position where the clock is stopped, and it's going to be a 3rd and 8. So maybe Team Baltimore might get that ball back again.
I don't want to do that, man. They're getting closer and closer. The field is flipped at this point.
Yeah, and you definitely see the chemistry starting to build, especially for Team Baltimore, who was able to move the ball a lot in that last drive. Just unfortunate they can't come away with points, but sometimes it happens, and it's unfortunate to see. But we got 3rd and 8 here at their own 26. Casey Heath in the backfield alongside Sean Johnson, and we'll see what they do here. Baltimore bringing pressure.
That's
a throw.
That's a good job.
Had awareness, but
that's 1st down.
Looks like they might move those chains in.
Is he in? Are they going to try and clock kill it?
Clock is stopped at the moment.
Yeah, it's gotta get set, and then it's starting.
And there it is.
Get set.
So we'll see what they do. They gotta start moving quick if they want to do it.
Oh, he's going.
And Johnson's got nowhere to go.
Nope. And he
can't get rid of it. He is sacked.
Call the timeout
for a loss, and yep, there it is. A timeout called. So each team has 1 timeout to work with 38 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah,
Pardon me, it's Washington's 3rd, actually. Great song. What a great song.
Great song. I saw them live once. It was pretty dope. And that's a false start.
Be a false start.
on number 1.
Called it number 4, but I was going to say it looked like number 1 as well.
I think there
so-
was like 6 guys that jumped
you
off
can-
sides there. That's all right.
Looks back to pass again.
Screen.
Baltimore.
Screen.
Sean Johnson has
There
no
you go.
time.
Nice
and it's
job, Heath.
Casey
Get in.
Heath
Yeah, there he is. All right.
gets out of bounds. So
He is going to Lehigh.
for lacrosse, I
For
believe.
lacrosse,
Yep.
yeah.
Excellent goalie, I believe. And
Yeah, tremendous athlete, man. He was Mr. Bayside this year. It's the first time that we ever put in that award and offense and defense and special teams. I mean, he was everywhere.
oh, I mean, he was lethal for Kent Island all year and
Absolutely.
just did everything. And great season for them as well. So we'll see here. It's gonna be a 3rd down. Team Washington with 31 seconds to go.
We gotta get those seconds off the clock. So something's got to happen here. I think we're gonna run the football.
And no, they throw it.
There it
He's gonna look
is.
deep.
Oh,
Some
oh, oh,
separation,
oh, oh, oh.
but just missed his target.
You leave 25 seconds on the clock with 1 timeout right now.
Pass was
See
targeted
what
to
he's
Asa
gonna-
Locks and
They're gonna punt it. They gotta punt it.
we'll definitely punt it.
Maybe.
25 seconds now.
Maybe. I don't
Or
know.
let's see what. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, there he is.
Gapriotti goes out there to punt. We'll see what he can
counting
do
it up.
here.
See, look. Heath's long snapping.
Just does everything.
Yeah, man. Boom.
Punts up.
Great
It's a
punt.
great one.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want right there. He's at the 16, 17-yard line.
You got all of it. And Team Baltimore,
18-yard line.
not much time to work with at their own 18. Down 3.
20 seconds, 1 timeout. Hail Mary. Let's go. 4 birds.
Let's see it.
Quarterback throws it to himself.
Oh, that's a new one.
There you go. Let's make it happen. You see some trickeration. Get the swinging gate out here.
So we'll see what they draw up. But I would definitely like to see a quarterback throw to himself and just
Absolutely.
go all the way. And sign me up.
Absolutely. We're also going to play the Powerball later, okay?
Yeah, that's
when
a
we
good
get done
one.
doing that, we'll win. All right.
So we'll see what they do. They do draw back to pass, moving all around the pocket, but
And that's a sack.
runs
All right.
into 2 Washington
We'll see if
defenders.
they use their last time out. I don't think they will. They're letting him run. Yep. That's the last play of the half.
Miza Dean and Matthew Scarlett.
Great job. Defensive line, man.
And that'll take us to halftime. A 3-0 lead for Team Washington.
These games are interesting because, they always want to score. You always want to hear score points. But, football purists are watching the game, and you get to see the kids go out there and execute. The offensive defensive line's first time that they're playing together, and there's that chemistry that has to come about as a result of it. But they're doing a really nice job, both teams right now, and they'll get some things figured out in the half, man, and we'll go from there.
Coach Riley, Coach Riley, I appreciate it.
You got it, bro.
I
got
really
it.
thank you, and we'll be back after the half. Thank you.
So close to you right now.
And welcome back. We are in the second half now. Again, Team Washington went in to the half with a 3-0 lead off a nice kick by Ryan Capriati from Good Counsel High School. It hit off the bottom crossbar and bounced in. Those are the only points of the game so far, but I'm sure as this game has progressed and as I talked to multiple of the coaches, we will for sure see some more chemistry and some more plays develop downfield and see what we can do. We had a couple big plays, an interception by Team Washington, but also a nice catch by Zach Ayers downfield to get them into territory. As we'll see this kickoff will go into the end zone. And Team Washington, again, won the toss and decided to defer. And we'll get the ball to start this second half, see if any adjustments were made going into this second half, and see if we can see some plays. But it's definitely been a display of defensive talent so far, being able to see all these players explode off edges, bring pressure to the quarterback, not allowing these elusive athletes at the wide receiver and running back positions to break free. It's been great to watch, and again, it's a display of nothing but talent all across Maryland here for this Crab Bowl. So we'll see Team Washington take a snap. It's a QB keeper bouncing outside to the left and doesn't get much. Again, the defense all over it, all over the quarterback there and not allowing him to go really anywhere. It's Courtney Davis from Henry A. Wise High School. It's about a yard or two. And maybe a yard, and I'll make it 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 at their own 27. Just to start this half, we saw Malik Leatherberry, targeted a lot in the first half. He's again, multiple coaches that I spoke with, Coach Parker and Coach Riley, said how elusive he was. Both have seen him throughout the regular season. And as we see another nice run there, a big hit, but definitely gets into that second level of the defense and should be enough to pick up a first down. It's Elijah Solomon from Mount Vernon Prep High School going right up the middle. And again, like Coach Parker said earlier in this game, really depends on that offensive and defensive line. Let's take a look back at that replay again. Just following his blockers and going right up the middle, moving it closer and closer to midfield. This ball is spotted about the 40. Again, moving the chains, just seeing what they can do and seeing if we can see our first touchdown on this drive. Courtney Davis and Casey Heath, pistol formation as well. It's a handoff to Heath, but stuffed. That's going to be a tackle for loss, losing about 2 there. Big play for Team Baltimore. Sean Burzins, one of them from St. Mary's High School. It's one of the people for that tackle for loss, and he'll make it 2nd and 12 here for Washington. So after losing a play on the run, might have to look to pass here on this one. See if we make it even just a more manageable 3rd down, if anything. Seeing what they can do here. But we'll see Courtney Davis again in the backfield with a running back to his right. 2nd and 12 with 12 and a half to go. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to try and bounce out left, but again, nowhere to go. Big hit there by Kevon Briscoe from Dundalk High School. And again, no gain. So it'll make it a 3rd and 12 at their own 38. As I would like to welcome back Coach Brendan Riley from Parkside, who's with me in the 2nd quarter, and he is back for the second half. I appreciate you coming back on here.
Not a problem. I was told that my voice sounds sexy.
And that is true. I can confirm. I saw the text.
That's all right. It was there. You got it there, Coach Battaglia.
As he gets to hear the voice for
the voice of the
voice. 3rd and 11 here for Team Washington. Heath in the backfield. Courtney Davis takes a snap, drops back, throws it
nice ball
deep. It's a great ball, but can't get there in time. Targeting Austin Palmer, who's been targeted a fair amount in that first half. So sounds like a broken record, but we'll see another punt, see what can happen for Team Baltimore here. Is nice stand there on defense.
My mom is listening, I think, as well. Hi,
Really?
Mom.
Yeah,
Should I say hi, Mom?
I guess that gives me a good chance. Hi, Dad.
Hey, there you go.
My grandpa's watching.
That's right. There you go.
I mean, just
shout it out. You're doing a great job
love
today.
doing shouts. I appreciate it. But shout-outs are great. So, yeah, and we enjoy we thank everyone for watching this broadcast wherever you may be. Turned out to be a nice day here on Saturday. A little chilly, but what can you expect? It's Maryland. It's December, so.
Hey, at least we're not up in the New York area about a month ago when they had 17 feet of snow.
I can't imagine. Going through that.
It's unreal.
We'll see the punt. It's another good punt. See if they get a friendly bounce. A little bit, but received at about the 28-27. Team Baltimore will get it back. And again, still looking for their first points. Started moving the ball a fair amount at the end of the end of the 2nd quarter, but again, unfortunately, it was unable to get points. But we'll see here if they've made adjustments, which I'm sure they have, and see if they can march down the field here and get some points. And I'll leave it to you. I mean, what were some takeaways from the game? Would you say? I mean, it's been a lot of defense, but for Team Baltimore on offense specifically, like.
They've been running the football pretty well. I mean, up front, they definitely have some size advantage. But the defensive line for Washington is really getting after it. Again, I think, you minimize a little bit of that mistakes that are happening up front and give those Baltimore running backs an opportunity to get loose.
Yeah, it's a whole new ballgame if that can happen. But we'll see here. That run got them about 2 yards, so puts them at their own 30 for a 2nd and 8. We'll see what they can develop here. So, but the quarterback from Liberty High School is in the game. Takes a snap. Is another handoff.
He gets loose.
Gets some separation and looks to be another first down for Team Baltimore. Nice run there. It was like you said, a zone read and following his blockers.
Baltimore did their job. They got Washington a punt on that first. You want to try and get the ball vertical in that 3rd quarter, especially coming out of the half. You think you made your adjustments, and then Baltimore is now driving a little bit, and that's a good thing for them.
I would definitely like to see. I'm sure they would obviously love to get points here. That's a very broad thing to say, but
it's a stout defense, though.
Definitely.
53 has been playing downhill really well, and defensive line, I like D-line play. Nice reverse here. He dips that shoulder. He's still running.
Looking deep. He's got a man.
And he's caught
it. It is caught and inbounds. Excellent play. Excellent throw.
And just hand the ball to the referee. Thanks.
Parker Jones with the catch. Again, that's another deep ball that we've seen from Team Baltimore to get him into Team Washington territory. However, this time I'm sure they'd love to capitalize on that big play and get some points out of it. They're in excellent territory at Washington's 25 with a new set of chains. We'll see what they have drawn up here, but again, it all comes down to maybe even just trusting your receivers and seeing if they go out and make a play. And two of them have done that.
Yeah, and the quarterback did a really nice job
Excellent.
of the fake and then eluding that tackler. And now they get inside here, run downhill.
And that run gets about 1 or 2 yards maybe. Which will make it about a 2nd and 8. It'll be a 2nd and 7 here in Washington's 22. So, and I'll kind of ask you, there's no wrong answer. Which team do you think will get the first set of 6? Which one do you think will get the first touchdown?
I'll be the coach that says the team that scores. Set you up, Bubba.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all right. Right here.
Set up on that one. That run goes nowhere.
That's all right. That's all right.
In 74, it's Chris Boyd from Archbishop Carroll.
He's been playing great on both sides of the ball today.
Said his name a few times earlier in the game. He's been a force.
Yeah, he's definitely taken over a couple gaps. I had to spat him at the start of the game with his cleats and took almost 3 rolls of tape. It was a lot.
Let's take a look back at this replay real quick of the pass. Again, scrambling out of the pocket, going right, communicating with his wide receiver downfield. The catch, gets his feet in bounds. It was an excellent play all around. Parker Jones with the catch. Puts him in this field positioning now. He's looking to throw on the slant, and it's caught. And we got a flag. Should be on the defense as well, so some momentum shifting tides halfway through this third quarter.
That's a nice slant. He got that hand kind of stuck in there a little bit. They'll probably decline it. First down.
And again, let's take a look back at that most recent play. Again, it was a quick slant. A lot of contact, but still able to come down with it. And there's the call. So it is defensive pass interference. The crowd below us gets into it. And we'll have a ball in the red zone. Is this the first time the ball's been in the red zone?
Yeah,
Might be.
I think so today.
So let's see what they can make out of it. It's been a good drive for Team Baltimore so far. About 7:50 to go in this third quarter. Putting the pressure on Washington's defense.
And you got 3 to the wide. A little counter underneath.
The handoff.
He's still there. Linebacker's filling, man.
And
it's a nice job. Oh, he came up with a ball. He called down. Yeah, he called it down.
Down before the ball popped free. But again, if Team Washington can force a turnover. That's a killer for Team Baltimore to just take away all their momentum that they're slowly building up on this drive. We'll see what they do here on a 2nd down and 10 at their Washington's 15.
A little tighter formation. They got a pro. They got a guy. They got a penalty.
Yeah.
They broke the huddle with 12. Can't do that. You're going to back up.
Again, this deep in territory, you don't want flags like that. Just pushing them back, making it.
Well, it's like your point. You know, they build momentum, and then all of a sudden you got to back it up. That doesn't help you.
Yeah, you see it a lot in all levels of football. Like something just like a holding call can just wipe a drive out. And even something as little as this can just kill the momentum of the drive because, you know, you're going and you have a lot of momentum going, and all of a sudden you move backwards. It's never good.
There's lead.
Hand off to the right.
There he is.
And again, stuffed the line of scrimmage. Darius Foreman, a part of that play, who had a huge hit earlier. His name has been called a few times, and playmaker from Wycomico High School. He loses one, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 16.
But they're in the center of the field, so, you know, again, be smart with the football right now. Try and get in a situation, you know. If you can get a first, that's great. If you can't, well, take your field goal and move on for a new day.
Yeah, I think bottom line here for Team Baltimore is just get points in this drive. Try and even this game up, or obviously even better, get the lead and trust your defense, which has been balling all day. So see what they can do here. 3rd and 16, drops back to pass. Pocket's collapsing. He steps up.
And he's tackled.
And is brought down about the 20.
Who's that? That's Jordan Kamara from Seneca Valley. Nice job there, coming back underneath. Quarterback stepped up.
Big play, so Team Washington stops and prevents a touchdown. So we'll see here for Team Baltimore if they can get this kick through the uprights. It's going to be a 38-yard field goal. First one was kicked, I think, about a 41-yard field goal and was wide right. Had the distance on it. We'll see here on the other side of the field if he can get this one to go. It's a big play.
Team Washington.
Team Washington doing some jumping jacks, a few of them.
And it's up.
The kick is up.
And it's
looks good and down the middle.
All right.
Big play for Team Baltimore.
We got some points. We're going 3-3 right now.
Slowly but surely, it's going to come down to the wire. We got an even game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, great talent on both sides, good defense on both sides. You know, trying to get vertical where you can, and hey, you got points on the board. Let's go.
Let's see how Team Washington responds. It's going to be a big drive. They've been kind of in control for a fair amount of the game, at least. So we'll see what they do here.
Zach Ayers from Perryville, athlete, listed as athlete. I saw him with a catch earlier, and now he's kicking off. It's definitely an athlete.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it, athlete. So we'll see again what Team Washington can do. It's a big drive. See how they respond. It's a big way to show. Zach Ayers kicking it off, like you said, made a big catch earlier in the first half.
Oh, he's going to return it. Oh, maybe not.
Ball's muffed at the 1.
Take it.
He's forced to return it.
Nope.
Trying to bounce to the outside, but brought down before reaching the 5-yard line. So all of a sudden, Team Baltimore was sensing the momentum just a little bit. Team Washington pushed deep in their own territory.
That's when the D-line starts salivating, ready to go.
And
they're smelling the end zone.
Well, if you get a safety, you got 5-3. What a weird score that would be.
Well, the World Cup has been going on, right? I mean, got that going.
The finals tomorrow, I believe.
Is that right?
Correct. Yeah,
I was going for Croatia. I was really excited for Croatia.
You know, I was pulling for United States, obviously, but you know, they went down to the Netherlands. But at this point, I'd like to see a new champion, so I'm going to root for Argentina.
There you go.
And
Argentina.
Not France. Yeah, let's see Messi win that World Cup. It's the one thing he's missing.
And we get a flag.
And there's the flag. It's going to be 12 men on the field, I believe. Leatherberry couldn't get off the field in time.
They broke the huddle.
So you're going to be pushed back even further.
Blood in the water. The Sharks are getting ready to eat.
Like you said, the D-line is salivating. You got Team Baltimore, pretty much everyone on their feet on the sidelines.
Yes.
You can just see the momentum changing.
Yeah, and 90 and 91. 91, Nicholas Webb from Joppatown, and 90, Julian Batume from St. Francis. They look like they're ready to roll.
So we'll see what they do here. It's a 1st and 13 after that penalty. Takes a snap in the backfield.
Oh, no.
And we called it. We got a safety.
We got a safety. See? And we got he's playing the air guitar. 38's running off.
It's going to be 5-3. At this point, it's baseball or soccer.
You called it.
How about it?
That's a good question.
Let's take a look back at the replay real quick at the high snap. And, I mean, just nowhere to go. At that point, once that snap is botched and you're in the end zone, it's It's
up above his head.
Yeah, it's not easy. So
Yeah.
just got word this is, more total points than any of the World Cup games.
Absolutely.
But can still call it a soccer match. 5-3, a quite interesting score. You never know what you'll see in these games. With 4:50 to go in the third quarter.
It looks like they still have a traditional concept going on with the XFL rule for the concussion protocol. So it looks like they're still going to kick off from the 40 and
Definitely trying to prioritize safety in these Pro Bowl-like games.
Yeah.
Which is a great concept, obviously. You don't want anyone getting hurt in these games. It's all to display talent and not to.
Oh, a little bit different here.
See, kicking off on the 20 now.
Okay. Wow. That is wild. This is a cool adaptation of it, though,
Definitely.
You get a chance to see, all the again, traditional football fans are watching going, wait a second, what's going on now? What is this? They're 5 yards apart, but, again, you're eliminating the big kind of headshots that can occur. You're kicking off. He's there. You better get that ball.
Yeah.
Somebody better get it.
Oh, he's going to look to return it here, so get some extra yardage.
Yeah.
And stop about the 41.
And they're jumping on top.
So they got some good field positioning. So Team Washington is going to look to have to develop a stand on defense. Team Baltimore's got all the momentum, and they've outscored Team Washington 5-0 in this third quarter. Quite an interesting start to this second half, but it's been all Team Baltimore to say, so. We'll see how this develops. And Team Washington's offense getting a little cold, maybe.
Yeah, they've been out. They've been out for a while. Defense has been on the field
a lot
for a long time. I mean, we're
got a whole nother quarter to play as well. So
we're 10 minutes in, and I think offense has been out there for maybe 3 minutes total. I don't know.
Well, here again, that running back with the old pads. I love to see it with the neck guard, and he gets the ball and diving forward. It's about 8 or 9 yards. It's a nice run. Andrew Pepperone from Mount Hebron. Hebron.
We got a Hebron here on the shore. It's a great little spot. A lot of deer hunting.
You a big hunter?
I am. Not a big one.
You're a fan of it?
I'm a fan. Yeah, I don't mind it.
You like fishing as well, or?
I do a bit of it.
So
I'm not as adept as Coach Coleman at fishing, but
Oh well, it's hard to get. Which one do you rather prefer? Do you have a preference?
And we got a false start. Yeah, sorry there, one.
No.
What are you doing? He was excited. Look, he was like, that was my play. I had it.
Here pushes him back 5 yards after that nice 8-yard run. Makes it a 2nd and 7 now. So again, something as little as a false start can kill a drive, but we'll see how they respond to it. See a similar formation in that first rush that we saw earlier, and
there it is.
Looks to be the similar play. Bounce to the outside, looks cut back in the middle, but nowhere to go.
Careful. There it is. Ooh. Pepperone.
Jelon Edwards with the tackle for Team Washington, wearing number 55. It's a big play there, forcing a 3rd down and 8 at their own 44.
And those Patuxent kids had a heck of a year as well. It's cool to see all these kids from all over the state playing in the game.
Absolutely. Build new bonds, new relationships with players around your similar talent as well. So
Absolutely. Well, I got to coach in the game, 4 or 5 years ago, and a lot of those kids are now declaring for the NFL draft. You see some really amazing talent that have played in the game.
Big opportunity for Team Baltimore, but the pass is dropped.
That's a big stand for the defense right there. They needed that.
So they will get that ball back. Pass was targeted to Marcus Hines. Couldn't quite corral it, so.
Well, again, to your point, the momentum got shifted on that false start. All of a sudden, you got to go back. So now, they got to turn the ball over. They were 3 yards away. But
when you step up and play good defense, man, all of a sudden you give the defense some life, and then the team gets some life. So,
the offense eager to get out there and see if they can develop something.
Absolutely. 8's looking for some redemption on that.
See the punt again.
Nice end over end. Catch that
High
ball.
bounce. It's caught over at the 20.
Baltimore didn't get the bounce that time.
So Team Washington offense is going to come back out there. Not nearly in as bad field position as they were. So
No.
they have some breathing room, and we'll see what they can do. See a big drive for them. It's out on offense for the first time today with not the lead or tied. So we'll see how they respond. Trailing 5-3. You heard that correct. 5-3 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we'll we'll see what they can do. 2.5 to go before we enter that fourth quarter.
Let's see what happens here. Get vertical.
You think this is the point of the game where you might see some players start to get a little fatigued, or even with the subs, maybe not, but
well, you only got so many of them. There it is,
Josh
number
back to
5.
throw.
Nice job. They corral them there.
Austin Palmer with the catch. Doesn't get much out of it. Again, after a catch, we've seen it on both sides of defense, just collapses to the ball. And, I mean,
and receivers get frustrated when that happens. You know, they're trying to break one. You know, you got to get – they want to get some momentum too. At least you're moving the ball 4 yards on a first down. That makes it manageable. You know, this is probably setting up a nice little run. Inside, looks like Malik Johnson's in the backfield.
2nd and 6 at their own 24. Takes a snap, does throw it quickly to Leatherberry, but again, just can't get it to him. And at that point, you just want him to have a chance. And see if he can break free.
Yeah. Catch and deliver.
So now we're gonna have a 3rd and 6.
And I said, it's Mekhi Johnson, excuse me. I said that to him like 3 times last week. I was like, Mekhi.
I'll cut you some slack. Just a little.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm working with no safety net right now, people.
3rd and 6. 3rd and 24.
I got him laughing, folks.
Got
Keep
some
it right.
whistles.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. See those shoes on Team Washington?
I saw
76, I believe.
Yeah. They got some shoe game. I'm
Those
going
are
to
some-
shout out Coach John Coleman over there. He's got the shoe game on. His shoes are matching his jacket right now. I'm pretty impressed. And
Color
the
coordination, how about
Absolutely, got to.
Big Metallica fan?
Saw them when I was 12. It was
saw
awesome.
everyone.
I've seen a lot of shows, man. Came out with Corrosion of Conformity. That's way before your time. And anybody that actually knows what I'm talking about.
I'll have to ask you, are you a Def Leppard fan?
No.
No.
Not at all.
You seem adamant about that.
No.
My-
Can't do it.
I must say, and he's watching, I think.
Right.
My dad's a big Def Leppard fan.
Is he?
So
Understood.
can you tell me why you don't like Def Leppard at all?
I was into the way heavier stuff back
Oh.
then. I was like, Metallica, Megadeth. And then I went the complete opposite way. I was going Wu-Tang Clan and like
Oh,
Tupac.
wow.
I know, right? Broad spectrum of music knowledge. Don't get me going.
There you have it, Coach. Brendan Riley from Parkside is not a fan
yeah.
of Def Leppard.
Yes. I'm not rocking it like it's a hurricane. Not at any moment.
Big 3rd and 6 drops back to pass.
Ock!
Pocket collapsing. Picked
Oh!
off. What a play. It's 55
Big
again, and it's a pick
play.
6.
Wow.
What a play. Nate
Number
Farrell from
55,
Bel Air.
Nate
We've said his name
Farrell
a bunch
from Bel
today,
Air
and he
on
makes
the
a huge
pick
play.
6.
And this
Quite
score is
an
going to be
impressive
11-3. Team Baltimore has all the momentum
QB
in this
was
third quarter.
And we
Team
called.
Baltimore ups the score.
He stepped up. He was right there, and he looked like he was getting ready to deliver the ball. He made the right decision, and just happened to get it collapsed at the wrong moment. Got
What
the
a
ball
play.
out.
See Nate Farrell's family just under us, up and cheering at him.
Yes.
Big play.
Super excited for
Awesome.
that young man. Absolutely.
Awesome to see. Highlight of their weekend, I'm sure. A pick 6 for our first touchdown of the game. It's been an interesting game, I must say. It's been very unpredictable.
3-11. 3-11.
Might
at
be
this
12-3.
moment.
We'll
Might
see, and it'll
be.
make it a 2-possession game. If so, it's the little things like this, an extra point. We've seen it in all levels of football can come back to bite. So
Absolutely.
it's a big extra point to make it a 9-point game if he can knock it down.
He's clapping. He's clapping.
And what a turnaround. Team Baltimore
all the momentum right now.
Nothing going in the first half, it seemed like, and all of a sudden.
I know Coach Ward's listening, and he's very excited. He might do a dance.
11-3, extra point is more than good, and it's 12-3, 12 unanswered points for Team Baltimore. And this is, it's time for Team Washington to step it up, responding to adversity, see what they can do. Definitely a lot of time left. We've got a whole another quarter to play, but you don't want to wait till the last minute.
I'm not sure if that's on. I know, and they just started doing it in basketball not too long ago. So a play clock, I haven't seen anything official coming out about it. But just like everything, if it's happening up north, it'll move down to us. It's our understanding that they're going to be allowing us to have summer camps. Yeah.
When they went to play clock in college, they actually did more plays. They actually got more plays.
Oh, yeah. Had a conversation about the play clock over there. Just talking about rules and such.
Rules in general. Rules in general,
there you have it. And I must say, I'm disappointed you're not a Def Leppard fan. I don't want to go back to it. But will you
let it go.
I can't let it go.
Let it go. I'm living on a prayer more than I'm rocking like a hurricane. Well, do you know the history of that song, right? So Chris Jericho, right, he wrote the song. All right, and then sold it to Def Leppard, and then they got the claim for it. So that's why. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know
I'm also
that.
a history teacher.
It's also way before my time.
Yeah,
you got to remember, right? You got to cut me some slack with that.
I don't know, man.
What about
it was before my time.
Guns N' Roses? Will you give them a chance?
Yes, I'll give them a chance, somewhat. I'm a Slash fan, not a. He broke up the band, man.
I'm aware, but you also have to appreciate the past. It was a great band.
I hear you. I was a fan of the song Patience. I'm having a lot of and I'm having patience right now.
Showing some patience, definitely.
Patience. I don't want to start singing on your YouTube channel. People will be like, I'm immediately turning off.
Well, I was told you have a sexy voice.
I do.
So does that correlate to singing?
Sultry, according to Coach.
Does it correlate to singing at all?
I think so. There's that moment. Oh, nice wheel.
But Leatherberry's not looking, and some miscommunication.
Oh, it was right there. That was the dagger.
Leatherberry's been heavily targeted.
Yes.
And for a reason, a big playmaker.
Yeah, super explosive.
And again, it's just things you see in a Pro Bowl, miscommunication, not a lot of practice with the guys together. And you'll see things like that where opportunities that are just missed. So with 1:40 to go, down 9, you want to try and get some points going into this fourth quarter with this break. And
got to get vertical. You got to read body language right now, too. Washington's got to break the huddle, got to run to it.
Everyone up on Team Baltimore's sideline, cheering on their defense, which has been very good all game. So we'll see the snap. Goes back. Sean Johnson looking to throw. Leatherberry catches it, but an excellent tackle.
It is. He's down.
Ball is out, but I believe he was down before the ball broke loose.
Did they give him a completion for that? I don't know if he did.
We'll see. Regardless, it wasn't a huge game, so it's still going to be a 3rd down and long.
Mm-hmm.
And this team, Baltimore defense, has just been all over the field, showcasing all their talents. We'll see if they can hold Washington on a 3-and-out.
Looks like they called a fumble on that. He lost a yard.
And I can't get over the right guard's shoes for Team Washington. I don't know if you can see it from
that's
your
Kyler.
view.
Kyler's killing it with the shoe game.
Kyler Hayden from Parkside.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
That's my boy.
So they must get it from you.
Yeah.
Scrambling out right, extending the play.
Nice job.
Excellent play.
Look,
and we got some running room.
Let's go. Oh,
trying to go out wide. You want to go forward, though. He does get the first down and get some more yards.
He's making something happen. There it is. First down. That's a big play
Huge
right there.
play for Team Washington. Just when it seemed like the offense was looking dead.
Yeah.
Sean Johnson extends the play.
That's a nice job by
Gets
that
it to
young man.
Elijah Solomon, who's been great all game on offense from Mount Vernon Prep. And they got a 1st down and 10 at their own 41 now.
He was trying.
He was trying to definitely Elijah Solomon was trying to do his thing, trying to extend that play again. In the regular season, you might have a.
That was great awareness by him too, man.
Definitely.
He knew that the defense was coming. looked back, saw the guy coming underneath of it, and then turned around and tried to get back vertical.
They are going to snap before the clock runs out. High throw.
Just right in front of him. He
Austin
was close.
Palmer targeted again and just missed him. So now about 3 seconds left in this third quarter. It's been all Team Baltimore so far in this quarter, 12 unanswered. And it'll likely stay that way in this third quarter unless we have a big play to end it off.
That's a good job right there. I like the communication between the quarterback and the receiver right there, man. They dabbed each other up like, hey, man, my bad.
Got to keep going at him, keep trusting him.
Come on.
We got movement.
Come on, baby.
Hate going back to it, but Kyler Hayden, I think, has to have shoe of the game.
Shoot the game. Shoot the game. I like it.
And again, he plays for you.
Yeah.
Plays for
Hey,
Parkside
man,
and
listen,
must get it from you.
Listen, I'm not taking claim of it, but I'm not hating on it either. You know, I say swag it out, buddy.
Similar colors on. You got the neon
right.
green rocking with the
Neon,
sweats, and
that's
he's
rocking.
He's got all neons
That's
on.
right.
Can't miss him. 2nd and 15 now, with 3 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the quarter. Pass is deflected and picked off.
Picked off again.
Damon Malloy with the pick.
He got his
Off
arm
the
hit right
deflection
there
at the
end.
line. And what a way to end off this third quarter. Right on cue. It's been all Team Baltimore so far in this second half with 15 minutes to play. It is 12-3. They have all the momentum and are looking to run away with this game.
Yeah.
It's going to be really tough for Team Washington now. They've got to really try and force a turnover on this possession on defense. I think that's the only way possible you can really kind of change those momentum around. But
Well, you know, here's something that's a little interesting is that, you know, you get the BTC Classic game that happens the week before in the Baltimore area.
hear the song playing?
Here it is. Where's the walls of Jericho at? Here it is. It's now happened.
Oh, the privileges of being able to control music. How about it? Let's hear
I
it.
know the song.
What do you want to sing? You got a sexy voice.
No, I'm good. I'm hurting right now because of the song. It's making me emotional.
Oh, I love it.
Now I'll have to hear it for the rest of my days. It's like hearing Sweet Caroline.
Not a fan of that either?
No.
Really? Really? That's a classic, I feel like.
Classic Neil
They
Diamond.
play it at Fenway Park all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
And we're in an empty backfield, motion across, and that's a false start that they didn't call. That's okay.
Jet sweep to the right, a big gain.
Big time.
Breaking tackles, getting the first down and a little bit more.
You get a flag out late.
Zach Ayers, we got, again, flag late. Team Baltimore thinks it's on Washington.
Yeah, I think they missed a
false start.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see if this is coming back or if they can keep
it's
it.
not.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
So added to that jet sweep run.
Little Momo. That's what you call momentum, folks.
They're going to go even further down the field, and we are at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal for Team Baltimore.
Momentum is a real thing, you know.
And it's on full display right now.
Absolutely.
All Team Baltimore in the second half. So it's a QB keep.
It's a nice job. That's a good fake right there.
Nowhere to go. D tackles for Team Washington all over it. Chris Boyd, a name we've said a lot. Say it again. He's been present all game.
Mm-hmm. On both sides of the ball.
It looked like in the backfield that play was Marcus Hines. His position is an athlete. So
Athlete.
It's a good way to put it for all of these guys.
Absolutely.
All competitors, all athletes, and we'll see He got 3 on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 6.
Well, what Washington hopes to do is at least contain them enough. They've gone to a heavy backfield. Look at this. They got 3. They got 4 offensive linemen in the backfield. Two extra offensive linemen.
Think they're running?
You
have to guess.
Pop pass.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you better call a timeout on that one, bub. That's a big one.
So you see again with 14 minutes, just under 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 12-3 Team Baltimore. They've controlled the second half, and they're looking to extend that lead on this drive at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal as of right now.
There we go.
There we go. Is this a
Now
song
we're
we can
cooking.
agree on and we both like?
Absolutely.
So AC/DC, would you give them a chance?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
AC/DC?
Let's just sit back and enjoy this music real quick.
Yeah, right. I feel like this could be School of Rock. I'm gonna get my Jack Black on. I just need a derby hat and someone rocking the high knees, and we'll be good to go.
Sing it. There it is.
There it is.
Would you describe that voice as sexy, though?
No. Oh,
Run up
that's
the
how you
middle. He
feel.
is stuffed.
There you go, kid.
Stuffed.
Running it.
Dylan Dunathan from
like
Damascus.
He read that and rocked it
Read it like a book.
like a hurricane. Oh,
That's a good
that's
one.
great. See how that worked?
I'll give you props.
Thank you.
I'll give you
I
props.
appreciate you. It worked out well.
Well, why don't take a look back at this replay? Like I said, read it like a book. Right through the middle, unblocked. Boom. Huge hit.
Great job by that young man. I got to watch his highlight a little bit earlier in the season. He's an outstanding football player.
We'll see it. 3rd and goal.
Yeah.
Run out right. He's got an open man.
He's out of bounds.
We'll
Don't
see the
give
call.
him
We
that.
got a
Oh!
touchdown. What a catch. And for the call right now, it is a touchdown for Team Baltimore. 18 unanswered.
Wow. I thought he was out. I got a great spot to be able to watch it, though, right? No, I can't. Number 51 catching a pass out of the backfield. Did he declare himself?
51? Is it 51? Was it 51?
So we'll see the replay here. Running out right. It was an excellent throw.
From long reach.
And it is Bryce Kuntz from long reach. Part of that touchdown.
Thank you for the assist.
And it's, again, all Team Baltimore. Can't emphasize it enough. Up 15 now.
Embarrass him. Do it. You hear him? He's down there. Grandma's down the way. That's my baby. That's awesome. Oh, wait a second.
Ineligible downfield. Illegal touching.
Number 51 in the offense.
He caught the ball.
Yeah.
Ball returned to the previous spot. It'll be 4th down.
Loss of down.
Huge
That's a
swing.
huge swing.
So the touchdown
Number
is deducted.
Yeah, saw that. I didn't. Yeah.
51 caught it was Kavon Briscoe from Dundalk, who was positioned to be a linebacker, and the flag was illegal touching on him. So it's a loss of down, and I believe a loss of 6 points.
Yes, it is. It's back.
So Washington.
Oh, man. Coach Banna is not happy right now. He is upset. He needs an explanation. I need an explanation.
Is that what he sounds like? I don't.
No, he doesn't sound like that.
Oh.
That's Coach Wood.
Oh.
Coach Wood from Salisbury. The man.
So he was looking for an explanation.
Coach Banna wants an explanation. And, I mean, again, it's an all-star game. You're trying to figure out who can get what.
We'll see it. So it's going to be a 4th down.
4th down.
And I'd guess Team Baltimore would bring their kicking unit out.
Yeah.
go for a field goal.
Yeah,
which
get the points.
make it 15-3. It's a 12-point game.
12-point game.
And with the way the defense has been playing, it's going to be tough for Washington to come back from that. But
I want to turn
anything can happen.
I want to turn the mic on Coach Coleman's camera right now and listen to what's going on.
Get a little insight on it. Get a little mic'd up.
He's trying
Trying to get the angles right now.
Don't get that. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're trying to keep it right. I don't know what they're saying. We never know what's going on. I like my job.
So explanation must have
That was enough.
concluded.
That's right. And we're done. That's good.
13 minutes to go. 4th down, marked at the 12-yard line. Right now it would be a 29-yard field goal, but and they do have their kicker out. Alan Zhao from Marriott's Ridge is the kicker.
He's had a good day kicking.
We'll see if he can do even better. 'Cause why not? It's a 29-yarder. Or pardon me, it's going to be a 24-yarder now. Ball's see if he can extend this to 15-3. Snap was a little nice poise by the kicker after snap was a little mishandled. But it'll make it 15-3. Team Baltimore makes it 15 unanswered. It's time for Team Washington again. I said it once, I'll say it again. Trying start going vertical and see if they can get a big play. Get them back into this game. It's going to be a big drive for them. It's starting to think that you got to get points every possession now for Team Washington. So have you been to an AC/DC concert?
No, I have not. I have never been to one. That would have been kind of cool to see.
And then you said, after you were a big, heavy metal fan, you went to, was it Wu-Tang Clan and
Wu-Tang
Tupac,
Clan and
huh?
Tupac, man. Yeah, you grew up in PG County, you got to listen to everything.
It's true.
That's the way it works.
So what do you listen to nowadays? What's the move right now?
Let's see. There's a lot of Disney Plus in my house. I got a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Little Mumford and Sons, all kinds of stuff, man. Classics.
It's a nice kick. It's going to be returnable.
Yeah,
we're gonna see it.
okay.
Let's
Get
see it.
seam. Get a seam. There it is. Hey, that's a good return. And again, staying safe. I mean, you don't see the huge collisions. You can see some stuff happen on these things.
Two people going out at full speed.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make for the best result.
I like the adaptation. I think it's kind of neat.
It is cool to see some different rules from different leagues of football. You see it with the NFL and college. Obviously, they have different overtime rules. Personally, I'm not a fan of the NFL overtime rules. But we won't get too into that.
I don't want to get banned by the NFL all of a sudden.
Sure, I don't either. So.
Yeah, you got a young career. Come on. All right.
So we'll see Team Washington on the ropes here, looking for some points. They're gonna go quick, and
almost
looks like the pass was intended for Assad Locks, but might have been Wesley Sweeney who also went after it. Little miscommunication. Again, things you see in games like this. And it's no gain and incompletion. Definitely have to start moving this football.
Got to get some kind of movement here.
Got to get something going. Try and get any kind of that momentum back because it's all on Team Baltimore's side.
Yeah. Heavy backfield.
Some
defense,
defense chance under
there
us.
is.
Crowd's getting into it. Quick pass.
Okay.
Austin
There,
Palmer.
first down. There it is. That's
Should
nice
move those
job.
chains.
Stick with it. Let's go.
In a situation like this, after a play like that, would you try and start playing with a little pace?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you got to get moving. You know, you can't really wait. So
Time is
have
not
two
their friend right
plays.
now.
No, it's not. The clock is still ticking, and they're down by 12. You got to get moving. But it's tough, you know. Again, you've got new kids running with each other, and you're trying to get something moving. There it is. There's Heath.
We'll see.
There's Heath. First down.
Getting
Let's
some
go.
breathing
Keep
room.
it going.
That should move the chains again.
There it is. He had over 2,000 yards rushing, or close to it, I think, this year. Heck of a young man. And
Definition of a playmaker right
yeah,
there.
definitely. He's used to carrying the ball. He's used to run a rock. Let him run a rock.
He's dangerous when he's going downhill. Let's see.
Absolutely.
1st and 10.
Yeah, a little jump cut.
Into
Got
Baltimore territory. Crowd is getting into it a little.
There it is.
On both sides.
Oh, nice
QB
read.
keep.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's great closing speed by, who was that, 54 or 34? 54. But quarterback made a miss.
Sean Burzins with the closeout. St. Mary's High School. Excellent array of moves from Sean Johnson
Yeah.
for Team Washington. But, again, all that work and unfortunately lost 2 yards from it. But you don't want that play to kill the momentum. You want to try and stay positive here and try and get some good gains on here in the 2nd and 3rd down. And I imagine if you get some positive yards here, you probably try and go for it on 4th down. You don't want to.
Yeah, you got to get.
If it's manageable, obviously. But we'll
Yeah.
see. A 2nd and 12. Looks
They're
to pass.
coming.
Pressure coming.
Good catch. There he goes. All right.
Pass is caught. Solid locks. And kind of cut it in half. Should be about a.
Sean's staying in there and throwing that rock when they're bringing the heater. Baltimore is coming downhill, man. They are blitzing, and the offensive line did a nice job picking it up right there. Big boys up front were executing. That was a good job.
Yeah, we've seen the 2 interceptions. One was hit as he threw, and the other one was deflected at the line of scrimmage. So
yeah,
sometimes it's a little bit out of your control, but some pretty solid QB play from both sides.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see. 3rd and 4 at Team Baltimore's 43-yard line. Team Baltimore fans get into it. They're getting it to Heath, and he's
Heath.
going to move the chains.
He's running. He's running. He's still going. Yep, there it
Diving
is.
forward, great awareness. Already had
That's
it.
what he does.
1st down.
There it is.
Almost 10 minutes to go.
When in doubt. That's a nice job.
A couple good runs by Casey Heath on
Absolutely.
the last few plays. And they're slowly going deep into Baltimore's territory.
Gotta get something vertical here. Gotta get a quick score. Get a quick score.
And
They got some momentum.
Down by 12, a field goal would still make it still have it be a 2-possession game. So you definitely
Yeah.
want 6 here.
Yeah, you gotta get 6.
Don't want to settle for 3 at this point in the game. Here we go, 1st and 10 at Baltimore's 38. Drops back to pass. He's got a man coming. Excellent movement in the pocket.
He's still up.
He's still up, but eventually goes down. In a play like that, could potentially kill the momentum. That's a loss of 7 or 8 yards. So we're looking at about a second and definitely a second and long, but it's 16, 17.
Yeah.
Let's place at the 45. So a big loss there. It's going to be 2nd and 17. Team Washington.
Clock is not our friend right now for Washington.
Definitely not. You look up for a second, there's 12 minutes left, and you look up another second, and there's 8 minutes left. So
Yeah, it's rolling.
it is definitely rolling, and
Let's see.
you need points quick.
He's coming.
Johnson steps back to pass. Little time to throw. It's a screen, it looks
Screen.
like.
Get behind big boy. There it is, baby.
Great block by
Yes,
Boyd.
sir.
We got a big gain.
Yes.
And a first
and
down.
that's going to be a
Should be a flag, maybe.
Could have been a flag. Could have been a flag.
Elijah Solomon on the reception
That's
to
a
get
nice
a
job.
big gain. And again, Chris Boyd, I believe, was the blocker that he followed.
That's a great play call right there. You know, 2nd and 17, throw a screen and underneath, and then get behind 74 as he runs and rumbles downfield. 26 behind him, stuffing it. It's a nice job. 1st and 10.
What a huge play for Team Washington.
Big play.
Backs against the wall, 2nd and 17. And a gutsy play call like that, and it gets them right back to a 1st and 10 at the 21, just outside of the red zone. But they look good on this offensive drive. Other than a few negative plays, they've had a couple big runs and Now that big pass play. Just under 8 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Johnson takes a snap, looks right. He's been looking right a lot. Stepping up in the pocket.
Nice. There it
He's
is.
got
Take
separation.
It. Yep.
He's going to scramble.
Yep. Nice.
Staying on his feet.
He stays there. Good job.
Gets inside
Gets
the
inside
10.
First down. Moving it.
Well into the red zone.
Now, here's the question, right? You score 6. Go for 2. He gets it 8. That puts it at 11. Yeah, he's still 2 scores.
Either
You
way,
just
it's
take
going
the
to be
one.
either way, you're going to need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're going to get. Yeah,
Put in a
just
bit
get
of a
the
weird
point.
spot. Safeties make the scores a little weird at times, I must say. But
Yeah.
still can't believe we kind of called the safety. Kind of.
That's why I was gonna play the Powerball with you, man. take care of it. Let's
They hand it off to Heath.
Heath's in. Let's go. All right. He's 1 yard, 2 yards shy. That's the kid to give it to right there. He's gonna score at some point.
100%. In this situation, Casey Heath, use him as a power back.
Absolutely.
Get him in there. He gets half the yardage he needs, gets 4. So it's 2nd and goal at the 4.
He's very smooth as a runner. You know, he makes one little jump cut, and boom, he gets back underneath, but does a nice job.
It's a great way to put it. Absolutely. And again, like I said, he is a problem when he is going downhill.
Absolutely.
And with 6.5 to go, crowd's getting into it for both sides.
Absolutely. Let him get loud. Oh, the stadium's shaking.
Feeling some rumbling. It's a QB
Oh,
keep. They're going to
QB
run it
keep.
with a QB.
They get there, and they score.
Arms are being raised, and we have a touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington. All right.
And Team Washington gets their first touchdown of the game on a QB keep from Sean Johnson, who's able to sustain a great drive.
That's a nice job. So
an excellent response.
Down
Now
by
it's
5.
Time for this Team Washington defense that dominated the first half to try and step it up here and
Wow,
get this ball back.
Yeah, this really helped the Team Washington's defense. It kept them, lets them get fresh a little
true.
bit and get a point here. They're down by 5. You kick off, and then all of a sudden you stop them. You still got 3 timeouts. You're able to do some things.
Absolutely. It's a ball game again. And here's the extra point.
Nice job.
And it's good. So it makes it 15-10. And like you said, Team Washington's defense got a breather. They're going to be energetic as some of the momentum has climbed back to Washington's side.
Yes.
We'll see how Baltimore responds. A little back and forth action here in this 4th quarter.
That's a nice job by the quarterback. He really managed it well that last series, took it down, took what was open, made a couple guys miss, gets inside, and then all of a sudden, able to give it to the power back, and then they turn around, go heavy backfield, and send the ISO. That was a nice job.
Absolutely. And he's faced a crazy amount of pressure throughout the game, and he's still stood in that pocket, and he's gotten rid of it.
Yeah, he's done a nice job.
And he's a big reason for that great drive for Team Washington with 6 minutes to go, a little over halfway through this 4th quarter.
All right, now let's cover this. Let's cover this kick. See what happens here.
And here we go. Is it returnable? No.
Touchback.
Let it go to a touchback. And we'll see how Washington's defense and Baltimore's offense will respond. They got a breather. Baltimore's kind of controlled this entire second half, however. So we'll see if, like we said, if the momentum's a real thing.
Absolutely. Well, again, they controlled it up until they had that nice, long, sustained drive by Washington, and then all of a sudden you get a little momentum shift now. Washington team starts feeling it. But they're in the shade. They don't get, it's a little colder on this side right now. So we'll see how they respond.
Well, like you said, the momentum is real. We'll see if it plays a factor on this drive. 1st and 10 at their own 25. 6:17 to go, up 5.
They're going empty. They got a false start.
And
say there it is. That's a big one.
Sensing a little bit of the tides turning to Washington side. Pushes them back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. A 3-and-out would be huge for Washington.
Yeah, this would be a big thing for them. Especially if they can get them going backwards even a little bit more. Make a play in the backfield, maybe get a sack. They're going empty right now. They bring a guy in motion. Quarterbacks,
They've gone to this a couple different times. Looks like they stuck with the same play.
See, he's got time
They
to
got
throw.
a drag concept. There it is.
Can't quite hit his target. Zach Ayers, who we've said his name a few times. He's an athlete. He's made a great play earlier, catch.
Yeah, he's been all over the place.
Also doing some of the kickoffs for Team Baltimore. However, that pass again was incomplete, so 2nd and 15. And that clock is stopped as well, so.
Again, these are good things for the team Washington.
Absolutely. See what Baltimore can do here, though.
All right, heavy backfield and a pistol. Got a tight end here. Looks like a run down. Yep, inside run. Almost at the line of scrimmage. He only picks up a yard. Clock's rolling.
Doesn't get much. We're going to go under 6 minutes now.
Oh, man, it's cold up here.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, a little bit.
And now Washington fans doing some defense chants. Big 3rd down here, 5:40 to go.
Yeah.
So we got some alternating chants, defense and offense. See, 5.5 to go. 3rd and 13 at their own 22.
New quarterback.
Drops back to throw.
And
he stays on his feet.
Oh!
Incomplete.
Almost.
Almost had an interception.
That was almost.
Kamal Stoddard from Bishop McNamara almost had an interception there, but nonetheless, they're going to get this ball back with 5:16 to go.
There you go.
Excellent stand
There you go.
by Team Washington.
That was close. Right there, that would have been a huge momentum deal. But either which way, they put themselves in a position now to get the ball back.
And what a response so far in this 4th quarter by Team Washington.
Absolutely. Oh, they're playing with some pride right now, you know. Again, they want to go out just like everybody else. There you go. Get a nice snap.
We'll see where this ball landed.
Oh, catch it. There you go. Stop
So the
it
ball will
right there.
be
There it is.
at their own 48, it looks like. So definitely great field positioning to start. And we'll see. They're down 5 with 5:10 to go.
Go back to the same recipe, man. I see
Absolutely.
he's in there and he's ready to roll. He clicked and clacked, and now he's ready.
And when it seemed like Washington was down and out, don't look too fast. They have a chance to take the lead here again.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were
Same
talking about earlier.
offensive set. Yep.
Yep.
Go back to what's working.
Yep.
You got a stack over here with Leatherberry.
We'll see that.
Yeah.
Yoke
Oh,
they
look.
give it to
There it
Heath.
is. Underneath. Yep. There it is. Boom. Pick up 3 or 4 yards.
About
That's
3 or
good.
4.
That's not a bad thing. Let the clock run a little bit. They find a
Exactly.
little momentum.
Just under 5 minutes to go now. If you play your cards right, you could potentially have the lead with minimal time left for Team Baltimore to get the ball back. But nonetheless, you just want to have the lead. So
Absolutely.
See what they can do here. Heath in the backfield again. Similar formation as last time. It's going to be the same play.
That's
Has
it.
more
That's
separation.
It. There you go.
Running
There it
downhill.
is. There he is.
Casey Heath
That's right.
inside the 30 into Baltimore territory.
That's a nice job.
Excellent blocking.
Nice job.
He's going downhill. It's hard to stop him. Mr. Bayside.
Rolling.
And all of a sudden, everyone on Team Washington is up.
Yeah, the sidelines come alive. All of a sudden, they're starting to get excited.
And they're moving it.
Yep.
Almost 4 minutes to go. Elijah Solomon in the backfield now with Sean Johnson. He gets
inside.
the ball.
That's all right. That's all right. That's good.
Maybe 1 or 2 on that one.
They still need a score. They got to get a score.
So Elijah Solomon with that carry gets 2 yards, makes it a 2nd and 8 at Baltimore's 28-yard line. Don't necessarily have the rush if you're Washington, but again, the one thing you do need is that touchdown. And again, you're looking at the safety coming back to bite them. If you don't have that safety, you're looking at a 3-point game right now.
Right, exactly.
And
you know, safeties.
Every point matters.
Cause issues.
We'll see Heath in the backfield again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to keep with the quarterback.
Quarterback.
He sees some separation.
There
Staying
it
on
is.
his feet.
Nice job.
We
Looks
said
like
it once,
first
we'll
down.
say it again. Sean Johnson has excellent balance.
Absolutely.
Getting an extra 3 or 4 yards after that contact looked to have brought him down. So moves the chains again.
That's what they needed.
And they are in the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. With
And
3
you know,
minutes.
the nice thing is that, again, you got when Casey's in there and 27. Who's 27 there? 27. Tyreek Wood from Leonardtown. I mean, yep. He gets in the backfield. He keeps moving, you know. And you got 2 big blockers in there. And Sean's doing a nice job getting underneath of it.
So that rush gets nothing, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 at Baltimore 16. Again, slowly but surely marching down that field.
Still with 3 timeouts. Got to still have a sensor. He still can get a first down.
It's going to be a big 2nd down here.
Yeah,
definitely want to get positive yardage.
QB sweep. Yep,
and you
absolutely.
And
okay, gets out of bounds.
It's an all right gain.
Pick up what, 3? 3 or 4? Maybe 3. No, 2.
How about you calling that play? Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. Tony Romo is better looking.
Defense chance, under 2 minutes to go.
Getting loud. He's out of bounds. Why is the clock running?
And I believe that's what they're discussing right now.
I should.
Or no. They have a timeout on Washington, so maybe.
I thought he was out of bounds.
Yeah. Looks like the clock should stop if he would.
Rolling. 141. Let's go.
3rd and 10. Last play.
3rd and 8.
Oh, we'll have a 3rd and 8 actually.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Obviously 2 down territory for Team Washington.
Yeah, gotta be.
Gotta get 6. So we'll see a big play here on 3rd down. They give it to Heath.
Yeah, he's got it.
Got some separation.
There it is.
Gets out of bounds.
Picks up 4. He's got 3 yards. 4.
It's gonna be 4th down and
4th and 3.
It's gonna be play of the game regardless.
Absolutely. This is huge right here. They've been running it into the boundary. Let's see what happens here. Look, he's like, let's go. He's telling them. Absolutely. They got a heavy formation. Looks like Baltimore's calling a timeout. Oh, it's calling on Washington.
Make sure you get that play that you want to run. It's gonna be 4th down. So again.
Yeah, it's the play of the game right here.
Absolutely. And see what they can do. I mean, it is 4th and 4, so you're kind of like in that in-between territory. What would you? You've been having some success on the run, but also some passes too. I mean, they've been running most of this clock.
Yeah, you know, again, they got
here?
1 timeout here. They haven't had an answer for when they go QB sweep, especially when they offset Heath to the left side and kind of put that extra H underneath. They've had some success there, so maybe look to do that.
Donut shop.
Music has been on point. But let's get
Yes.
to it. 4th down.
There,
QB
there it
key.
is. Told you. There he goes.
Did they get it?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, it looked like he was in front of it.
Team Baltimore says they didn't,
Nah, that looked like he was in front of it.
but they're going to say they did not get it.
No, come on.
And Team Baltimore is going to get that ball back and look to kill the clock, in which they should be able to do so.
Yes, they should.
Just under 90 seconds to go.
But I did call the play. I will say that. Quarterback
Again.
underneath. I know, right? Tony Romo. I was dialing in.
So an excellent stand by Team Baltimore to potentially put this game on ice. Anything can happen in football, but
Are they going to go victory formation? They still got timeout.
I believe Washington only has one timeout left.
Yeah.
So you technically could get away with doing it. We'll see.
We'll see.
Doesn't quite look like they are going.
No.
Should be just a simple handoff. And the
Yeah.
thing is just let
Exactly.
that ball
Hold
get
on to the ball.
popped free. Yeah.
Hold on to the ball. There it is. And into the middle. They could strip it. They call timeout.
So Washington will use their last timeout. So with 1:22 to go. Baltimore up 15-10. Washington now no longer has any timeouts. Should be able to easily run this clock out and come away with a win. And it was an excellent second half.
Yeah, great effort on both sides. You know, Washington coming back in the fourth quarter and really putting pressure on them to be in a situation to kind of get an opportunity there to go ahead. You know, Baltimore's defense steps up right there on the fourth down and really controlled most of the third quarter. So another good high school all-star game, man.
Definitely a display of talent everywhere from special teams to offense to defense. We saw a little bit of everything.
All right, let's see.
So
Quarterback
just
keep.
Keep with the quarterback. Make sure
Yeah,
you hold on to it.
hold on to the football.
Get a few yards,
He
but at this
stays
point,
in the bounds.
yeah, as you say, at this point, it's just a matter of staying in bounds and hold on to that football and letting that clock run. It'll be third down. Clock ticks. 1:02. We'll be under a minute before this next play is called easily.
Yeah.
Team Baltimore taking their sweet old time. We'll see here, but all of Baltimore's offense came in this second half. 15 points coming in that third and fourth quarter, and put Washington with their backs against the wall. In victory formation, they take a knee, and that should do it. Team Baltimore fights back in this second half and ends up winning the 14th Crab Bowl held at Stephen Decatur High School. Before we go, first off, I'd like to thank you, Coach Riley from Parkside again. I really appreciate you coming on here, as well as Coach Parker, who was with me in the first quarter. I'd like to thank everyone at home watching. Hope you really enjoyed. We're seeing some dance moves from Team Baltimore. Shoe game was great. One of your boys had the best.
Absolutely. And he played pretty well.
Absolutely. Everyone played
Take
great.
care, man.
Awesome display of talent. But at the end, Team Baltimore runs away with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you watching. Have a great evening.